All right, y'all, welcome. We got, oh man. All right, Facebook Live. Welcome, Facebook Live. It's Dan Lear, Inside Amyloidosis, and I also have YouTube Live going as well. YouTube, sorry, we got the picture backwards here. I'm not sure how to fix that, but let's see here if I can do it. I don't think I can. Sorry, y'all. Let's see here. All right, we're going to rock and roll with it, though. I'm going to wait a couple minutes for some people to join here. If there are people going to join, I'm just going to wait. So it's Saturday the 23rd. I hope you guys are doing great. Still in the middle of the COVID-19 lockdown. Just got a COVID-19 haircut, so I'm feeling pretty good. Not feeling my best today, though. Got some abdomen issues, which is kind of par for the course. But that's what's happening today. All right. I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds. So good news for me. I was supposed to get a pacemaker about 3 weeks ago, and then we ran into some insurance issues. Big surprise. So I have insurance in Vegas. I have insurance in Arizona, and so I was getting a heart pacemaker in Phoenix at the Phoenix campus and at Mayo, and then they said, "Oh, hey, your portion of the payment is going to be $49,000." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And they said, "Well, you're out of network here." I said, "Oh, really?" So when we purchased Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona for that reason, somehow that slipped through the cracks. So, well, we called Rochester, Minnesota, and they said that they would see us, and we are in network in Rochester. So we had to take the pacemaker, and we had to transfer that order up to Rochester, which takes a bit. So we're in the middle of that. So it's been literally like 3 weeks back and forth. Finally got through. They are moving forward, but it's just a slow. I mean, the boat was parked in Phoenix and ready to rock, and now we had to move the boat up to Minnesota, and it takes a while. So, all right, y'all. Say, let's get started today. Those of you who are just joining in, welcome to Inside Amyloidosis. I'm just sharing my journey to success and some of the things that I went through and I utilized to help me with the amyloidosis challenge. Those of you that are watching, if you're from my amyloidosis channel on Facebook or on YouTube, so my goal is just to give you some insights, some things that I did that maybe you could implement that could help you. I feel like I did, I was in 4 major pillars to help me improve and help me heal. And so over the last 3 weeks, we've been talking about the psychology pillar, really your mindset, your psychology that helps you heal. And so last week we talked about the first week, 2 weeks ago, we talked about your beliefs and how your beliefs drive your behavior. And then last week, we literally talked about how to construct a belief system, because it's easy to say, hey, you just believe that you're going to heal. But it's not that easy, because you feel like crap and you're tired and you don't feel good, you don't feel right. And so we talked about how to literally construct a belief system. And so that's what we did. So this week we're going to take it another step further. One of the things I did is I utilized what's called subconscious success programming to help me program my mind for success and heal. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to show you the process. It's really simple. It's kind of fun. And I suggest that you do it, and not just for amyloidosis, but for your life. So I'm going to talk about subconscious success program and how I did that. So we already know that your belief drives your behavior, right? You believe something, it drives what you do. So if you believe you're going to heal, you do things that would support that belief system. If you believe that you're not going to heal and you believe that you're not going to make it, then obviously you just give up. But your belief drives your behavior. So we kind of go, I'm speaking for myself. I never lost hope. I never lost belief, but there were definitely times when your belief falters. And so one of the things that I did, and I learned this prior to getting diagnosed, is programming your mind for success. So back when I was working for Tony Robbins, I got hired in 1994, and I was in over my head, quite frankly. I mean, I had skills, but I didn't have those skills. And so I didn't know, I had a long way to go. And during the process, I always believed in the mindset, and there's that mind-body connection, right? We all know that, right? You think of something sad, you can literally feel it in your body. If you think of something happy, you can feel it in your body. Your mind is connected to your body and your body's connected to your mind. So we all know that. So let's talk about accelerated learning. Well, I'm going to talk to you about subconscious success programming. First, I'm going to talk about accelerated learning. So I'm going to back this up I'm going to reverse engineer this and teach you how it works, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. So accelerated learning, I learned this from Brian Tracy, and Brian Tracy is a guy who is not a motivation, kind of a business speaker, and he was kind of pre-Tony Robbins days. And so I was having dinner with him one night, and he was talking about accelerated learning, how law students and medical students listen to Baroque music to help their brain synapses connect more effectively. And so when the brain synapses are connecting more effectively, the information is flowing. And Baroque music accelerates this type of learning. I mean, not accelerates the learning, but accelerates the actual learning process. Somehow it makes the brain synapses connect much better and the information flows. So Baroque music is a form of classical music. So I wish I knew that, right? So he said that medical students and law students oftentimes listen to Baroque music when they study to help them retain the information, to help them learn better. So I wish I would have known that when I was growing up. But that was an awesome conversation with me. And then we were talking, so I learned about Baroque music and about the synapses connecting and accelerated learning. Then we were talking about people like to use affirmations. Affirmations like, affirmations like, oh, I feel great. I feel wonderful. I'm healing. Well, what happens is your mind is very powerful. Your unconscious mind knows. And so like when someone says, like if someone in sales says, I'm the top sales performer in the country. That's an affirmation. But your mind says, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're an underachiever. And so that doesn't make you feel good because you're actually saying something that's incongruent and you're saying something that's not true to your unconscious. So your unconscious mind says, no, you're not. I feel great today. No, you don't. I'm a top salesperson. No, you're not. I feel great. I'm healing every day. No, you don't. So that's not the right way to do it. So I'll tell you my philosophy. And so I feel like affirmations, it's not bad to say things like, I feel great, but it's not really effective because your unconscious mind says, no, you don't. So here's what I did. So, when you're growing up and you're in your house or wherever you grew up, we typically learn from older people. Older people tell us things. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your grandparents, or the older people around you say things to you, and when you're younger, you tend to believe those things. So when you're young, people say, oh, Dan, you're going to be a great kid. You're always on time and you're so positive. You're going to be able to create anything in your life. Your parents could say that to you. Oh, you have so much talent, or you're a great kid and you have so much charisma and people love you. And oh my gosh, you're always in such a great mood. When people tell you those things, you start to believe them. You are. You're a good boy. Now, on the other side of the coin, people grow up in not so positive environments, and you hear things like, oh, you're not going to be anything when you grow up. Oh, you're such a loser. Oh, you're going to be in jail. Why can't you ever get anything right? Right? Those kind of comments, right? Where it's, you are a loser, you're no good, you're out of control, you never get things done. And those form your beliefs. So what people tell you, if you think back to last week when we talked about, there's three things that form a belief system: your environment, your experiences you have, and what people tell you. And so when people tell you those things, you are positive, you are great, you're an underachiever, you're no good, you're a loser. You tend to believe those things, especially when you're young. So we tend to believe what people tell us. So what I did is I took a combination of accelerated learning and I mixed it with affirmations, but I changed the affirmations from I am to you are. So instead of saying, I feel great, I would say something like, you are feeling better every day. Now, what I did was then is I took this concept of this Baroque music and I laid this Baroque music down on a track, and then I laid my audio on top of it. So here's what I did. So what I would tell you to do, and I would do this in any part of your life, So when I was working for Tony Robbins, I wrote down goals I wanted to achieve. You are, and I wrote them in the form of you are. So stay with me on this. You are the top performer for Tony Robbins. People love to be around you. You are a great leader. You earn X amount of dollars a year. You drive this particular car. You have a great family. All right, so those are my affirmations, and I wrote those down. And then I played Baroque music in the background, and I recorded those affirmations, if you will, in the form of you are onto that audio. Now, that was back in the day when you had to take a boom box, like a cassette player, and you play the music out of that. You'd have a different recorder over here, and I'd press record, and I would talk into that one and catch the music from this one, and I would create a soundtrack. And so at the end of the day, I'd have this real calming music, this Baroque music, which is a form of classical music, with this language coming out that was very hypnotic and very relaxing. So I would say these things in a kind of a relaxing, hypnotic way, like, you are the top performer for Tony Robbins. You earn $250,000 a year. People love to be around you. Now, I was making an audio on that, right? So, and then I listened to this audio. How it went for me is I listened to this audio. I made about 2 or 3 minutes, and I listened to it, and I kind of liked it. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to make a longer audio. And then pretty soon I dubbed it so it was front and back, 30 minutes. And then pretty soon I dubbed it front and back, and it was 30 minutes on each side. And I pressed play, and then I hit repeat, and it played all night. So pretty soon I was hearing this voice in a hypnotic fashion saying these things like, you are the top producer for Tony Robbins. You earn X amount of dollars a year. People like to be around you. You're a great leader. And everything that I set out there became true for me. And so I did that to the course of my entire life. Every 3 or 4 months, every 6 months, whatever, I'd have new goals. I'd create a new audio. When both of my kids were born, I created audios for them. I kind of broke the mold, if you will. I took the audio down to the ocean, because the ocean sounds like, the womb kind of. And so my son was literally born, and I had a tape that I played next to him right in the crib. And it said things like, so I had the waves in the background, and he was like, a brand new baby. And the audio was saying, you are strong. You are powerful. You eat all your vegetables. Your mommy and daddy love you. All the kids love you. You're a great leader. And I played that for my kids all night since they were born, all the way till they're about 12 or 13. And they kind of grew out of it. And as a result, we built their unconscious belief system, because I told them those things for 8 hours a night. Great. So remember, you learn by what you do, the experiences you have, where you grew up, the experiences you have, and what people tell you. So how do we create the subconscious success program? So then what I did was, so now I'm going to teach you how to do it. So when I got diagnosed with amyloidosis, this was a new chapter, right? It wasn't looking good. So I knew that I needed to heal myself from the inside out, not just, Western medicine. I needed to heal myself. I looked for other healing methods as well, but I knew that the mind is the most powerful healing process that we have. So here's an example of some things that I wrote down. Now, I could play you the audio, I think, but I wrote these down, and there's other ones I wrote down. I just don't have them, and I didn't listen to the audio this morning. You are healthy every day. The healing serum is destroying your unwanted proteins. So instead of taking chemo, I call it the healing serum. So in my audios, I would say things like, each and every week or each and every 2 weeks, when you get your healing serum, you feel more alive and your body is healing. Things like that. You are strong. You are confident. You are healing every day. You have solid energy. You are open to healing now. With each and every breath, you are getting stronger and stronger. So I would write down, if I'm teaching you how to do this, I would write down about 10 or 12 things that you want to believe. Each and every day, I'm feeling stronger and stronger. The healing serum that I'm taking is affecting my body in a positive way. Even if I wake up feeling kind of sick, I feel better as the day goes on. I am strong, or not I am strong. You are strong. You are confident. Each and every day, your body is healing and getting stronger. So I would write those things down in the form of you are, right? And then, so now what I do, those of you who, I'm sure there's many, many ways to do it. I have an Apple, I have a Mac. So that's what I use. If you have a PC, I'm sure there's programs inside of that to do it, but I use a Mac and I use what's called GarageBand. And I'm sure there's many other ways to do it, but I open up GarageBand, which is just a platform to record voices and put in different soundtracks and different drums and stuff like that. You can do crazy things on it, but it's also very simple. So what I did was I just went out and searched for Baroque music, and you just pull it in to the GarageBand. So you can literally pull in any kind of MP3 off of iTunes. You can pull in any type of MP3 into GarageBand, and so then you have your music. So if you want to do Baroque music, that's great. If you want to do some kind of, at this point, what I do is I do kind of like spa meditation music, because it helps me go to sleep. So the goal is for me is I use this to fall asleep at night, and then I listen to it all night when I'm sleeping. So for 6, 7, 8 hours a night, I'm hearing my own with Baroque music or spa type music in the form of you are, and I'm listening to it all night, every night, 6, 7, 8 hours a night. So imagine what that's like to hear things like, you are strong, you are powerful. Each and every day, your body is healing. The healing serum is destroying the unwanted light chain proteins. The healing serum is repairing your bone marrow. Each and every day, you're getting stronger and stronger. People are rallying around you. Prayer is helping you heal. So whatever you believe in, but those would say things that I would say over and over and into this audio. Now, once you do the audio, you don't have to create a long audio because of technology today. You can create a 3 or 4 minute audio, and then when you listen to it on your phone at night, which is what I do, I just press repeat, and it plays over and over and over and over and over and over. So it sounds like one big long track. So that's what I call subconscious success programming. So quick review for you. For those of you who jumped on a little bit late, we talked about subconscious success programming. This is one of the healing methods that I use. I believe that your mind is an incredible healing power. And so I believe that I believe that 50 years from now, people will be laughing about us that we took this chemotherapy, but that's what we do right now. So I believe that you can impact your mind, turn on your mind, and really do some amazing things. We know that your belief drives your behavior. We know that there's a mind-body connection, that what's going on in your mind does affect your body. We know that. Accelerated learning is when you listen to Baroque music. Law students and medical students listen to Baroque music to help their brain synapses connect more effectively, and it helps the learning process. When we talked about affirmations, things like, I feel great, I feel powerful. And I talked about how those might be great. It's better to say that than negative things. Yet at the same time, your unconscious mind rejects some of those things. But it does take things that other people tell you. So if you just switch the language from I am to you are, so you are strong, you are powerful, you are healing every day. And so I wrote down 10, 12, 14 things that I wanted to believe. You are healing every day. The healing serum is destroying your unwanted proteins. You are strong. You are powerful. You are open to healing now. With each and every breath you take, you are getting stronger and stronger. I remember things like when you go back to the Mayo Clinic, they're amazed at the progress you're making. So again, these are things that I wrote down, and those are things that I heard every night for 6, 7, 8 hours. So when you're around, the power of environment. When you're around people that tell you things that are negative, you start feeling negative. When you're around people that tell you positive things, you start believing things that are positive. So if you can expose your mind to positive subconscious success programming all night that say things like you're healing, you're getting stronger, and you're going to beat the illness, I believe that has an impact on your body healing. That's what I do. That's what I did. That's what I suggest you do. So it's a tool that I use, and I suggest that you give it a shot, because we're all looking for ways to feel better about healing. At least I was looking for more ways to feel confident that I was actually going to heal and I was going to stay alive. And that was a way that I believed that I could heal myself through the power of my mind. So I'll open it up for some questions. If anybody has any questions about how to do it, I will take your questions and I will do the best I can to answer them, or any other questions you have about my particular amyloidosis journey, or questions I can help you with yours. So I'm going to wait for any questions to be popping through here. And let's see here. Just checking to see if I can get this live. There we go. No, they're not here. Huh. All right. Any questions or comments? Any questions or comments before we call it a day here? Trying to look for this live version. I'm not finding it. Pages. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anybody have any questions? I got no questions coming through, y'all. All right. Man, I'm looking for the right way. Or ways to okay. All right. Comments on. Looking for the right way. Oh man, I just had the comments out. All right. So Barbara, hey, what's up, Barbara? Turhan, you look quite healthy and fit. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Cough. Did you have problems with it? I don't know what you mean by that. Problems with what, Barbara? Can you ask the question again? Sorry, I didn't understand what you meant. So those of you who are just, if you're writing any questions out, over the course of my 2 years of taking chemo, I was on 3 different types of chemo. And I was actually on the NEOD study too, that they were doing to attempt to take, that was synthetic antibodies they were using to take off my heart. But they trashed that particular study after a while. Okay, well, y'all, I'm looking for your questions, but I don't have any. All right, y'all. Well, listen, thanks for joining in today. Next week, we're going to just go a little deeper, and I'm going to talk about some more other things that I did for the healing process. And what I know about amyloidosis is when I was going through what I was going through, I was just looking for any way I could to talk to people that were having success and that were positive and that had answers that I didn't know. So that's my goal for doing this particular live Facebook and live YouTube, is that maybe I can help some people that are going through it right now, that have questions, concerns, or having a down point, or just it's a tough deal. And I know for me, there were many ups and downs over the course of the 2 years I was taking chemo, and of course a lot of ups and downs prior to taking the chemo before I was diagnosed. So if you're going through amyloidosis right now, I'd just say, obviously, visualize yourself healing. All you need to think about is getting better. And on the first episode that I did 2 weeks ago, we talked about making sure that you're telling your people around you, your family members, your caregivers, that how they need to be around you. I remember I had to have a conversation with my family about, I don't need any negativity around me, and I sure don't need any woe is me type of stuff. Okay, I meant breathing problems, feeling like you need to cough. Have I had those in the past? I don't know. I don't remember those. I don't think so, Barbara. If I coughed just a minute ago, it was just because I had something in my throat or something. But no, I don't remember having. I have breathing problems still today. I've got issues with my abdomen. That's the worst part of my deal right now. It's like my abdomen is so huge right now. It affects my breathing. It affects my activity level. I'm not able to exercise right now because I'm not even able to breathe. So I'm still working on figuring that out. My diet is clean as heck. And so I have my amyloidosis inside my GI tract right now is just killing me. And trust me, I do the probiotics. I I drink carrot juice. I do everything that I possibly can. And there's, I'm still working on that. But if anybody have any great ideas on that front, I'd love to know. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for tuning in. And if you have any friends, family members that are going through amyloidosis, or people just need a little pickup, I want to ask some questions about it. Tune them in Saturdays at 12 o'clock Pacific time. I'm doing it every week. And my goal is to help you and to give you some insight and to give you some certainty along the way if you're going through some challenges and you're up and down with your confidence, which is I know that I did. You're welcome, Barbara. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Make it a great Saturday. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. And if you're listening to me right now and you have amyloidosis, just take it one step at a time and see yourself healing and see yourself being with your family and see yourself having fun in your older years. Visualize it, see it. Your mind is powerful, and it can overcome some of the things that your body's feeling right now. So great job, and take it day by day, step by step, but positivity is the main force for me. So great job. Subconscious success programming. Make that audio today. Listen to it at night. Listen to it during the day. Program your mind for success. Help yourself take away some of that negative self-talk, because it's easy to get trapped into those things. All right, y'all. Make it a great day. See ya.